Now, Eyewitness News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tasha Jamerson. We begin tonight with breaking news out of Boston. An American Airlines flight traveling from Paris to Miami was diverted to Logan International Airport this afternoon after a passenger tried to ignite explosives in his shoes. Now, flight attendants noticed the smell of sulfur from a lit match. They later discovered his shoes contained C4 explosives, enough, according to airport authorities, to do substantial damage. Now, the man was subdued by passengers and flight attendants. Here's what we know about him. His name is Richard Reed, and officials say he was traveling on a British passport, which they do suspect is bogus, though. After he was subdued on the plane, F-15 military jets then escorted the plane to Logan, where it landed shortly before 1 p.m. this afternoon. Now, all 185 passengers and 12 crew members were taken off the plane safely. Reed is now in FBI custody. Now, this incident comes at a very busy travel time when many people are flying home to visit friends and loved ones for the holidays. Channel 3's Susan Raff is live at Bradley International Airport with more there. Susan?
Good evening, Tasha. Bradley tells us tonight that they are aware of this incident in Boston, but they say they have not made any changes, at least not right now. Security is already very tight here at Bradley because of what's happened in the past few months, and they say that is not going to change, especially for the holidays. And they say what happened here tonight in Boston only underscores the need and how important security really is.
No changes at this time. Everything's the same as it was yesterday, and hopefully it'll remain the same right now.
Just minutes after learning that an American Airlines plane was diverted to Boston because of a possible bomb threat, officials at Bradley say they are carefully watching the news, but have not increased security.
Well, Bradley's security right now is very tight. Military police, state police up here, and our regular security people at the airport. We're providing 24-hour-a-day coverage.
This holiday, airports like Bradley are expecting lots more delays because there are more travelers and more bags.
Maybe the hairdryer might be, Yeah.
But you knew not to wrap it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I watched the news and they said not to wrap any presents because they just unwrap them for you. So I was prepared and not have to wait and go through all that.
Tim Bedard knew not to wrap his Christmas presents. All of the airlines are discouraging travelers from taking wrapped presents on board. These packages will more than likely be unwrapped so security can check them thoroughly.
You've been hearing in the news all the time, so you kind of, plan ahead and get here a little before your flight. Give yourself some time to go through all the inspections.
Bradley tells us they are urging passengers to be very careful and examine their carry-on bags very carefully. They want to make sure that whatever they bring on, when it is checked, it will not be considered dangerous. They say any sharp object, even maybe metal nail files, will be confiscated. We're also told that aerosol cans will be confiscated. As for this incident in Boston, we're told here tonight at Bradley, they say they just don't have a lot of information right now, but as soon as they do, they will pass it on to us and they will further comment. Tasha, back to you.
Channel 3's Susan Raff live at Bradley International Airport tonight. And of course, we will have much more on this story coming up tonight on Eyewitness News Night Beat at 11. Tonight, the President General of Pakistan says that there is a great possibility that Osama bin Laden is dead. And he's reasonably sure that bin Laden is not in Pakistan. Pervez Masharif made those comments today on Chinese state television. He also says that if bin Laden does enter Pakistan, he'll soon be U.S. bound.
The bombardment of all the caves that have been conducted, there is a great possibility that he may have lost his life there. And if he does enter, if we identify him, he will be handed over.
And as the search for bin Laden continues, a new interim government has taken office in Afghanistan. CBS correspondent Jennifer Sabi has the very latest from Washington.
Between 50 and 60 people died in this convoy of trucks destroyed by U.S. warplanes early Friday morning. Today, who they were is being hotly contested. Local residents say they were village elders going to Kabul for the inauguration of the new government. The U.S. military says it was a convoy of al-Qaeda leaders who had opened fire on U.S. aircraft just before being bombed. Thus, the military says it was a legitimate target and defended its record.
This campaign in Afghanistan has been remarkable in terms of the very small amount of shooting the wrong targets, the very small amount of collateral damage.
And a momentous day in Kabul as Hamid Karzai became the prime minister of the interim government of Afghanistan in that country's first peaceful transfer of power in decades. The new government faces a staggering challenge, rebuilding a nation whose citizens are largely unprepared for a long, hungry winter and whose coffers were left empty by the ousted Taliban regime.
If we deliver to the Afghan people what we promised, this will be a great day. If we don't deliver, this will go into oblivion.
Meantime, appearing on Chinese television, Pakistan's president said Osama bin Laden may already be dead.
With the bombardment of all the caves that have been conducted, there is a great possibility that he may have lost his life there.
As for the investigation into who's sending anthrax letters, the FBI is now looking into possible suspects such as disgruntled congressional workers and those who stand to profit from the anthrax incidents, such as bio cleanup companies. In Washington, D.C., Jennifer Sabi for CBS News. Also today, Germany voted to send 1,200 troops to Afghanistan. Well, right now, we are going to take a break, but coming up, as the countdown to Christmas winds down, many folks are wondering if we'll have white stuff on the ground when we open our presents. Brian knows. Brian?
Well, I think not, most likely. I hate to break the news to you, but we do have a storm coming before Christmas. I'll tell you more about it in a few minutes.
Digital images are on their way to Connecticut servicemen over in Bosnia. I'm Andrew Pergam. I'll have that story coming up.
Man from FOB Connor in Bosnia. Just want to wish a happy holiday to my wife Donna, our daughter Alyssa, and all my friends and family. Happy holidays to Hamden, Connecticut.
Hi, this is Staff Sergeant Kevin Bradley in Tuzla, Bosnia. I'd like to go ahead and say Merry Christmas to my family and friends in Connecticut, people at work at Computer Science Corporation. God bless you all.
Monday morning on Eyewitness News starting at 5.
Treating yourself after the holidays. You've bought presents for everyone. Now it's time to spend on yourself. See some unique gifts that's sure to brighten your new year.
Monday morning on Eyewitness News starting at 5. You're watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News with Tasha Jamerson, Brian Van Aken, and Eric Flemings. This is Connecticut's news station.
Well, Christmas is fast approaching, 2 more days and counting. And although most will have family by their side, Connecticut National Guard troops stationed overseas will not. They will, however, get some comfort from home. Channel 3's Andrew Pergam has that story.
Hi, Daddy. How are you? I miss you.
When sending a message in a bottle overseas just won't do.
The girls are fine. Merry Christmas from all of us.
Connecticut's military families, separated by great distances, can send a video message now with the tap of a key and the click of a mouse.
We just miss you, and we hope you have the best holiday you can, because we're going to try real hard.
But when your father is like Sergeant Paul Saucier in Bosnia with his National Guard unit, the holiday becomes considerably more difficult.
I haven't really talked to him much at all.
So 17-year-old Julie LaChapelle and her stepsisters, 10 and 12, welcomed this high-tech opportunity at the Manchester Armory Saturday. Being away from home, she says, must be harder on the troops.
We understand why he's there, and we understand that he needs to be there or else there's going to be a war. And so that makes it a lot easier just knowing that he's doing good. I hope that he likes it. I know he will, and it's nice that he gets to see us on the video.
Otherwise, it's emails and a scratchy phone call about once a week from Bosnia. There are over 200 members of the Connecticut National Guard in a peacekeeping force there. Some due back stateside in April. Like others here, General William Cugno recorded a message for all the troops.
We wish you the very best. May God bless you all. Is not the forgotten individual that's deployed from the United States to a foreign country. They feel a touch and a tie back to the United States.
For this holiday season, these families have each other to help be their supports until they celebrate Christmas again in April.
Love you, Dad.
These digitally encoded messages on CD-ROM are on their way to Bosnia now. The servicemen and women won't receive them on time for Christmas, but they'll welcome the gift at any time. In Manchester, Andrew Pergam, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Hi, my name is Barry Reutz. I'm stationed in Capone Air Station, Germany. I want to say hello to my friends and family in Stafford Springs, Connecticut, and wish everybody a happy and safe holiday.
Hello, we are the Ortega family from Ramstein, Germany. This is Heather, Joey, Hunter, and Hannah. We'd like to wish a special greeting, Merry Christmas greeting to Grandma and Grandpa. And Grandpa. They are in Stamford, Connecticut. We miss you a lot. And we want to say that our dad is deployed and he can't be with us right now. Merry Christmas!
Monday on Eyewitness News at 6.
It's the spirit of giving. We'll show you how Connecticut troops overseas are spending their holidays by sending gifts of peace to those who need it most.
Monday on Eyewitness News at 6. Now, your Doppler 3000 weather with Brian Van Aken.
Good evening to you. A nice day for today with sunshine. Temperatures a little bit cool still, though, and above normal in the upper 30s and low 40s. Here's the forecast first for tonight. We will notice clear skies. We're seeing that right now over Riverfront Park. And chilly temperatures as we get down to the lows for this evening into the upper teens and low 20s. A little bit milder shoreline, mostly clear. Lows into the mid and upper 20s. High temperatures today were in the 30s and 40s, up to 40 degrees in Hartford and Meriden. Only 33 for the high in Torrington, just 1 degree above freezing. The typical high for this time of year is 35 degrees. So right about in that ballpark for today. Currently, temperatures are below freezing away from the shoreline, 28 in Waterbury, 25 Poughkeepsie, but above freezing Bridgeport and New Haven. The satellite and radar picture showing clear skies right now over Connecticut, but some high clouds filtering in for tonight with an approaching storm system on the way that's producing some snow, rain, and thunderstorms 2 hour west. That storm will drop some rain in western New York and Pennsylvania tomorrow, increasing the clouds here for the afternoon, but a mostly sunny start to the day on Sunday. Rain begins Sunday night and into Monday morning, and there could be some spotty freezing rain, but still expect mostly rain for Connecticut with that outside chance of some freezing rain, especially in the northern valleys. Here's the forecast for tonight. Mostly clear skies and cold. Overnight lows getting down to the teens in some of the sheltered valleys for tonight, in the upper 20s for the coastline. For tomorrow, mostly sunny in the morning, increasing clouds later in the day, and highs just a tad warmer in the upper 30s and low and mid 40s. And here's a look ahead at the next 5 days. We will see the chance of rain for Monday again, just a slight chance of freezing rain early in the morning on Monday. Tuesday, Christmas, looks good. Partly cloudy, highs in the upper 30s, and then a cooling trend into the end of next week. That's a look at the forecast. Blaine, back to you.
Brian, thanks very much. Coming up in sports, women's college basketball taking center stage at the Civic Center. 2 undefeated teams squaring off in town today. The top-ranked Huskies again playing King of the Hill. 3rd-ranked Oklahoma coming east thinking upset. And in the National Football League, 3 games on the schedule today, including the Patriots and Dolphins. Highlights are coming your way. Channel 3 Sports is next. All right, gang, we start you off tonight with women's college basketball action. A high-profile matchup between number 1 UConn and 3rd-ranked Oklahoma. Both teams are perfect 10-0 entering today's showdown at the Civic Center. The multi-talented Stacy Hansmeyer in the house, the former Husky who's now an assistant with the Sooners, actually kicking things off today by singing the national anthem. First half action, Sue Bird on the left side. Stop, pops, and that baby drops. The 3-ball going down. UConn jumping out to a 15-7 lead. Bird with 21 to lead all scores. At the other end, Lanisha Caulfield drops one in. 19 for Caulfield to lead the Sooners in the game. Tamika Williams, yep, the steal. She'll go coast to coast. Williams with 15 points in the game for UConn. Asia Jones, watch this. Nice bounce pass down low to Swin Cash. Cash with money in the bank. 32-20. Huskies in control. They led by as many as 14. second half. Diane Taurasi lighting up the scoreboard. She drills the triple. Taurasi with all 18 of her points in the second half. And Asia Jones chipping in with a deuce right here. 10 and 18 for Jones as the Huskies cruise to a 14-point victory. 86-72 your final. Undefeated UConn handing Oklahoma its first loss of the season. Here's Gino's take on today's game.
We're kind of a unique team, you know. Dee's struggling, and Sue makes a lot of big shots in the first half. Dee comes back, and Sue kind of takes a back seat in the second half. Swing goes off, you know. Asia gets a couple. Tamika gets on a little bit of a roll. We have a kind of team that, you know, kids seem to sense, you know, when it's time to step up. So.
Also today, Central losing by 17 despite 21 from Ricardo Scott in that game. All right, now to the NFL. A key AFC East matchup in Foxborough. 9-5 New England hosting 9-4 Miami. The Dolphins win and they're in the playoffs. The Pats win combined with a little bit of help tomorrow, and they secure a postseason berth. Big stuff going on in Foxborough. Take you out to the action where it was festive. Late first quarter, Jay Fiedler hooking up with Jed Weaver. Big pickup. Oh, he fumbles. And that ball is recovered by the Patriots. They are in business at their own 48. And they'll take advantage. Check it out. There's the quarterback, Mr. Brady, over to Falk. Falk, oh no, the throwback to the quarterback. And I'll tell you what, gang, if Bledsoe's in the game, that play is not in the playbook. They'll cash in and close out the drive. Nice looking touchdown run right here by Antoine Smith from 2 yards away. Makes it 7-0 New England. Next possession, the give to Smith, and he'll take it right up the gut, a 44-yard romp. Smith, who saw limited action in the second half, actually finished with 156 yards in the game against that tough Miami defense. Brady again, this time a hook up with Patrick Hass, who slips out of the backfield. 23-yard connection for the score makes it 14-0 New England. New England taking a 20-3 lead into the locker room at halftime. Midway fourth now, Miami finally waking up and moving the football. Lamar Smith, oh, he gets stuck by New Britons to Bucky Jones. The stop and the fumble and the turnover, and Miami is turned away. Great play by Bucky Jones. Miami then would get a late cosmetic touchdown to make it 20-13, and that is your final score. New England 20-13 over the Dolphins. Here's the deal, gang. New England gets into the playoffs if the Jets, Giants, or Ravens lose tomorrow. Tonight, though, the Pats are celebrating the fact that they control their own destiny after having won their 5th straight football game.
Week, you know, it seems like we're talking about some different people, but somebody steps up and, you know, make the plays that help us win. And it was a great emotional day with the crowd and the fans, and it was a tremendous atmosphere out there. And it's a thrill for me to be a part of it. Thrilled for our football team. I thought they really, you know, they really played their hearts out.
One other game in action right now. A barn burner in Frisco. 3-3 between the Eagles and Niners. Eagles win. They'll take the NFC East later tonight. It's the Raiders and Titans. And a quick correction, Central actually won that basketball game today. More sports coming your way right after this short timeout. Back after this.
Traditions are what the holidays are all about. They give them meaning, and we look forward to celebrating them every year as a source of peace and joy. So make the most of your tradition. Happy holidays from all of us at Channel 3.
The Jets and Colts will cap this weekend's NFL action tomorrow night in prime time. The Jets know that with the win, they'll move into second place in the division, but they're going to have their hands full with Peyton Manning and company. They know that. Back in Week 1, the Colts routed the Jets 45-24.
We have to score points no matter how we do it, whether it's with offense, with special teams, with defense. We need to score points because we know their offense is capable of putting up a lot of points. Secondly, we need to keep their offense off the field. So we need to win that time of possession battle. And the way to do that is just continue to make first downs offensively and move the football down the field. And if we can accomplish those two goals, obviously we'll win the game. So.
And in the AHL, it's first period action, just about to drop the puck. The Wolfpack and Sound Tigers, are scoreless. Now we're going to send it back down to Tasha and Brian on the set.
All right, thank you very much, Blaine. And Brian, what kind of weather are we looking at?
Now we're looking at fairly tranquil weather for tomorrow. Looks nice, increasing clouds later in the day. It's Monday. That could be the trouble day.
There we go.
With the possibility of some freezing rain, but it looks more and more likely that that may be all rain for Monday morning. Christmas Day, pretty nice with partly cloudy skies, highs in the upper 30s. Still, temperatures above normal, however.
So, okay, all right. I guess you can't.
You don't like that?
I'd like some snow.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, sure, a white Christmas, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Even though it's summertime in Australia right now, because it's the reverse, whatever,
Sure.
that hasn't stopped one community there from enjoying a white Christmas, a winter wonderland. Take a look at this. Despite soaring temperatures, the festive spirit is positively aglow there in Sydney, with houses completely covered in Christmas decorations and lights. Visitors from all over the area travel there to see this seasonal spectacular, which boasts 40,000 lights, an illuminated Santa Claus, and reindeers. Isn't that pretty? I'd hate to see the electric bill there, though. Very, very pretty.
You don't need snow to really enjoy
No, you do not. It has to be in the heart.
If you really want snow, you can go to the Midwest. Lots of lake effect.
Okay. I was just in Maine, and they had snow there as well. So.
Okay. Go to
All
Maine.
Right. There you go. 3-hour drive. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for watching tonight. We will see you right back here at 11 on the Night Beat.
Happy holidays from all of us on the Night Beat.